These are the images generated by AI with simple text prompts. Can you believe that? And even the thumbnail of this tutorial is generated by AI. AI is definitely the future of web design and beyond, and if you're not using AI, in this tutorial, I'll share 10 mind-blowing AI text-to-image generators that make incredible images with ease, and you're gonna love it. Let's get started. The first one, and probably the best one on the list, is called Midjourney, and these are the images it generated. It is mind-blowing. And it operates out of Discord, and I'm gonna show you an overview in this tutorial, but in the future tutorials, we'll discuss Midjourney basics and also advanced stuff that you can do with Midjourney. So in Discord, you just type /imagine and then type what you want the AI to generate. So let's say I just want AI to generate futuristic AI girl, and then you also add some parameters like aspect ratio, which is indicated by this --AR. Let's do it in 16:9 and I'll just hit enter. And that's a short and sweet prompt. It'll generate 4 images each, and you can generate as many images as you want. And Midjourney starts at $10, but it's totally worth it. Let me just show you the images that it generates. And with each prompt, Midjourney gives a grid of 4 images. And let's say you like this third image. You can click on this, click on U3 to upscale the third image, and it'll give the complete image. You can click on it, right click, and click on save to downloads. It's that simple. Let's say you want the first image, or let's say you want to regenerate the prompt. You can click on this icon and click on submit again, and it will generate 4 more images. Of course, you can change the prompt. This is by far the most advanced and the most amazing AI text-to-image generator. So this was the original grid, and when we clicked on the remix button, it generated the new grid with 4 more items. And let's say you want the 4th image or the first image. Again, scroll down and click on U1. It'll give the upscaled version of the first image. You can then click on it, right click, and save to your computer and use it wherever you want. Let me just show you another prompt. You can do fun stuff with celebrities. So you can say Elon Musk in astronaut suit on Mars, hyper realistic, cinematic. This whole thing is called a prompt. Basically, we're telling Midjourney what we want. Let's also add a parameter of aspect ratio. I want it in 16:9 aspect ratio. I'll just hit enter and let's see what it comes up with. So we just said Elon Musk in astronaut suit on Mars, hyper realistic, cinematic. I'll wait for it to complete and I'll show you the cool stuff. So these are the images that Midjourney came up with for our Elon Musk prompt. I think I like the 4th one better, or the 3rd one. You can also click on V3. It'll do a remix or generate new items based on the 3rd one. V4 based on the 4th one. I'll actually click on U3. That'll give me the full image or the full 3rd image. Click on it, right click, and I can simply save and use it across my website or wherever I want. Use this tool responsibly, and I'm just showing this for educational purposes only. Now let's move on to the second tool, but I promise you there'll be so many mind-blowing and amazing tutorials on Midjourney, so make sure you subscribe. Let's move on with the next AI tool. The second one on the list is called ChatGPT. You may have heard of ChatGPT, but did you know that it can generate images with simple text now? Starting with ChatGPT version 4 and a plus subscription that costs $20 a month, you can generate stunning images using ChatGPT. Let me just show you. So I can say image of, I don't know, Milky Way galaxy in 16:9 ratio. And the prompts can be relatively simpler compared to Midjourney. and it also has a limit of 40 images per 2 hours or something. I think in future they'll change it, but anyway, I'll just hit enter, and with my simple text prompt you can see it's actually creating the image. I'll wait for it to complete. Usually takes around 5 to 10 seconds. So this is the image it generated. I can hover over it and click on this to download the image. Click on it to like it or dislike it. I can actually click this to regenerate it, but if I click on the image, it shows me the complete image. I can again download it by clicking this button, and if I click on the eye icon, remember we just said photo of Milky Way galaxy, but it added this whole prompt itself. It is pretty wild. Let me just show you another mind-blowing image or mind-blowing kind of image that you can generate. So I'll say macro shot of honeybee on sunflower as shot by a professional National Geographic photographer. So macro shot of honeybee on sunflower as shot by a professional Nat Geo photographer. I'll just hit enter. Let's see the magic that it generates. Now this is the image that it came up with. It's a square image, but let's say I just want 16:9 image. Forgot to mention the aspect ratio, but not a big deal. I can say regenerate the above image in 16:9 ratio. It'll apply the same prompt, but now it'll add that 16:9 aspect ratio. But just look at this image, how beautiful it is. And this is a macro shot imagined by AI. Let's wait for this image to complete and I'll just show you. Now ChatGPT has redone the image and now we have the image in 16:9 ratio. I can simply go ahead and click on this button to download it, and just like that it'll be downloaded. And look at the details in the image. It's so beautiful. Let your imagination run wild and play with ChatGPT or any of the tools that we are discussing in this tutorial. But I promise this is just the beginning of many amazing content about to come on this channel. Subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you're already surprised. Let's move on to the next AI tool. The third text to image generator tool is called Adobe Firefly, based on Adobe Sensei AI. Go to firefly.adobe.com and it's free. And if you're a Creative Cloud user like me, it's virtually unlimited at the moment. It may change in the future. It is actually a suite of tools, but you can actually click on text to image and you can already see a ton of images which are already generated. And let me just type Great Wall of China as seen from the space in 16:9 ratio. I'll hit generate and it's actually interpreting our prompts. You can click on aspect ratio and change it. At the moment, I can actually click on skip tour. I don't need it. I'll wait for it to complete and let's see. So it came up with 4 images of Great Wall of China as seen from space. Now on your right, you can actually change the aspect ratio. You can also change the intensity of the image. You can also add different styles to the image. Let's say I pick synthwave. I can click on generate. Now the images will be modified based on the style that I pick. I can also pick digital art and it will generate images with the same prompt in the form of digital art. So synthwave style, this is what it came up with. Well, yeah, I'll actually remove the synthwave style and I'll also change the prompt. Let me do a better prompt this time. Northern Lights as seen from International Space Station, and I've chosen this widescreen format which is typical for a YouTube thumbnail. And style, I don't want to apply any effects. You can also choose the color and tone. Let's pick vibrant colors, why not? And it adds that filter down here. Whatever you pick on the right, you can see all that is added, and you can clear the style by clicking on this. But again, I'll click on color and tone and I want vibrant colors this time. I'll click on generate. You can see it changed the aspect ratio and it's generating 4 more images. Let's see what it comes up with. And these are the 4 images that it came up with. First one, the second one, third one, fourth one I think looks more realistic. You can click on this button and download, and it will add the content credentials that it's generated with AI. Not a problem, you can use this image. And let me just try changing that to painting. I'll keep the rest of the prompt the same. You can see the painting style is added. I'll click on generate, and let's see how that affects our images. And I forgot to mention, you now get a limited 1000 credits per month, and I think they'll allow virtually unlimited for Creative Cloud members at the moment. But again, this is what it generated, and if I want to download it, click on download, and I'll click on don't sound to this, click on continue, and that will download the image. So this is Adobe Firefly. Let's move on to the fourth tool. The fourth tool is basically Adobe Photoshop with generative AI, and it works natively inside Photoshop. I have a blank page. I'll click on the rectangular selection tool. I'll draw over the blank canvas and leave it. And down below, you'll see a generative fill prompt. So here you can enter generative AI, and it works natively inside Photoshop, and it's pretty amazing. So let's say futuristic cyberpunk city resembling Dubai in year 4050, something like that. And I'll click on generate, and this time it generates 3 variations, and you can see them on the right panel of Adobe Photoshop under variations. And this is what it came up with, and it actually has 3 variations. So my prompt was futuristic cyber city resembling Dubai in year 4050. And if you want, you can click on generate again, and it keeps regenerating to your heart's content. So that's amazing. And not just that, let me just show you one more cool thing. You can actually pick lasso tool. I'll draw over this. It'll give me the generative fill prompt again. Let's say spaceship with aliens, something like that. And every generative prompt that you enter in Photoshop will match the previous scene that it's generating on. So it'll match the theme of the things that are already there on the canvas. I'll click on generate. Let's see what it comes up with. And all the generative layers can be found here. See that? We just entered spaceship with aliens in it, right? Of course, it didn't show aliens, but just look at the spaceship. It automatically adapts to the scene that it's in, and it automatically matches the style of the entire scene. So that's pretty amazing. You can do pretty crazy stuff with this AI. Again, it's Adobe Firefly inside Photoshop, but it's on steroids. Let's move on to the next one. The next tool on the list is Adobe Illustrator. Similar to Photoshop, you can do pretty amazing stuff with vectors that you can export as SVGs, and you can also make logos with Illustrator. Over this blank canvas, I'll draw a rectangle, and I'll click away, and you see this generate beta. Let's give it a tough task. You can go to properties, and from here you can choose the type of the generation that you want. If you want to generate a subject, a scene, let's first generate a scene, and you can actually click here to enter the prompt or click here to enter the prompt. I'll actually click on this, and on the right panel, I'll enter my prompt. So Pandora planet inspired by James Cameron Avatar film. Let's see how it does. And I chose scene as the type of the vector graphic. I'll click on generate. And now this whole rectangle will be filled with our generative AI prompt, and let's see how it goes. Now, of course, it doesn't look anything like Pandora. It's kind of close, but not exactly close. Let's generate that again for our Pandora prompt with a lot of guess. I don't know how it generates. Let's see this. So this is what it gave as the illustration for Bali Ubud Resort with vibrant colors and stunning sunset. Kind of okay. I think I need to get better at prompting Illustrator. You can also generate logos with this. So I'll click on new, and let me just select a new file. This time I'll use the ellipse tool. I'll hold on shift, and I'll draw a circle. And within the circle, I'll click on icon. I'll say Design Studio based in London with modern and minimal approach. ideally it should generate us a good logo. So the logo based in London, and this is what for design studio. I don't understand, but you get the thing. This is how you can generate vectors. Again, you can export all of these in SVG formats and use them on your websites as they get better with time. Anyway, let's move on to our next AI tool. And the sixth tool is called Canva AI, or within Canva dashboard, you can click on Magic Media. Here you can do text to image and also text to videos. Let's try out some image. Portrait of an elderly woman near Bali waterfalls. You can also choose style from here, and as of now I have 50 free credits. I can simply click on landscape and click on generate, and that will generate the image in landscape. Let's see what it comes up with. And just like that, it gave us these images. This is the image of an old woman near waterfall. Not bad, right? And you get 50 credits. I think 50 credits per month or something, but again, it's pretty cool. Let's move on to the next tool. The next powerful tool is Runway ML. It is again a suite of tools that can actually generate videos and a lot more, but for now we'll just settle with the text. Scroll down, create a free account, click on text to image, and from here just choose the format you want. Number of outputs, I think 2 would be enough. You can also click on add your AI model, but again we'll use the default model, whatever it is. And I'll type realistic image of Antarctica as shot by a professional Nat Geo photographer, something like that. Resolution, we only get 720p, but that's more than enough. I'll click on generate. Let's see how it does. And just like that, for my prompt of realistic image of Antarctica as shot by a professional Nat Geo photographer, I got these images and they look stunning. Of course they're 720p, but for free account you're getting this, so which is kind of awesome. You can click on this image and click on download, and you can use them wherever necessary. The next tool is called Limewire or bluewillow.ai. They have 2 versions of it. You can do it on Discord, or you can actually do it on their website itself. Let's actually create an image. Let's pick Blue Willow version 4, which is there. Let me enter a prompt. Let me just enter a prompt. A man cycling in Amsterdam on a rainy day. And by the way, they do give free credits per day, so it's a pretty awesome tool. So you can also pick the number of images you want, and depending on that, click on generate images, and now it's generating, and it gave me like 3 grids because I chose number of images as 3. I think this one looks better. You can click on this to expand and view it. On a rainy day in Amsterdam. So I don't know why there's a missing wheel, but I think, yeah, this looks better. You can click on the 3 dots button and click on download and click on allow to download the image. Well, it's not perfect, but it's completely free to try out. 50 images or something per day. So definitely check out Limewire AI. Let's move on to the next tool. And the 9th AI tool is called Leonardo.ai, and they give 150 free credits for every 5 hours. And this is an absolutely free tool. You don't have to pay upfront, and you can pick the number of images you want to generate and all the different photoreal styles, output size, and all that stuff from here. Again, this is the prompt engine. What's really cool is that you can upload a reference image to this or actually generate prompts using their prompt guidance. So let's say I want to generate an image, Eiffel Tower, cyberpunk. You can click on ideate and it generates some Eiffel Tower prompts, and when you click on generate, it will use that prompt to generate the images. Let's wait for the image to be generated, and for every generation it uses 10 credits. As you can see, I had like 40 credits left and now I'm left with 20 credits. So yeah, this is the image that it has generated. I'll click on it and it looks so beautiful. You can click here to download this image and use it on your website. So awesome, right? See that? Awesome. And the 10th tool and the last tool, well, not really. I think I really like this prompt. I'll click on it. I can actually click on copy prompt. I'll use the same prompt. Maybe I'll change few things. So this is the community feed and it's called playgroundai.com or playground.com. Just Google Playground AI. Again, it's free to use, free to sign up. I think you can generate like 10 images. Anyway, I'll click on the create button and it takes us to the blank canvas. Let me actually paste this same image and click on generate and let's see what it does. And with that prompt, this is the image that it generated. You can right click on it and click on download just like that if you want. And let's actually throw in another filter as a bonus. Maybe this style. And I'll click on generate. So it will take this as the reference image, I guess. It'll use the same prompt, but it'll use this style and let's see what it generates. Well, kind of similar. Now you can click on the image and click on the download button to generate it. Definitely you can always watch the feed and get inspiration for prompts in each of these AI tools. But like I promised, there'll be in-depth tutorials on each one of them. But before we go, I want to share another free tool, well, sort of, that'll let you generate images with text. And that is FreePic AI Editor. FreePic.com is my favorite place to get illustrations, but now it has its own AI tool. You can choose, again, it's free to sign up and they give like 20 credits on a daily basis. So with 20 credits, I think you can generate like 4 to 5 images depending on your prompt and all the things that you use. Anyway, let me just pick a 3D model and astronaut walking on the moon. Well, this is not exactly a great tool, but again, it's a free tool and you can check the quality of the images from here. You can click here to download it for free. So astronaut walking on the moon, I chose 3D style and clicked on generate. Let's see. It's not bad for a free software, right? Of course, it doesn't compare to Midjourney or anything like that, but it's pretty good, pretty awesome. It just put 2 astronauts in here. And this is a cat walking through cyberpunk city in cyberpunk style. Not bad, right? You can download this image, click on free download for a relatively good resolution. So not bad thing. And just like that, this image is downloaded and you can use it for your website designs and beyond. So those are my 11 tools, and there are a lot more that I couldn't share in this video, but a lot of AI stuff is coming up on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.